Hi, I'm Leslie. I came by to tell you that freedom from trauma is possible. And I also wanted to give you three secrets to go from stuck and spiraling to whole, revealed, and walking in your God given power. Would you listen? If you're still here, thank you for listening. So, does this sound familiar? Or have you ever said to yourself, why do I keep ending up in the same cycles? Or, I know what I want, but I can't seem to get there. Or, I want peace, but I feel like I'm constantly battling inside. What if I told you healing is possible and it starts with one thing: getting your mind, heart, and spirit into alignment? Welcome to Lift with Leslie. Do you know the different types of trauma? Most people carry trauma they haven't named. One, childhood neglect or abuse, when your emotional or physical needs weren't met growing up, or you experienced harm that still shapes how you see yourself. Two, toxic relationships, being in connections where love was conditional, manipulative, or controlling, leaving you drained or walking on eggshells. Three, grief and loss, the pain of losing someone or something important, whether it's a person, a dream, or part of your family. Rejection and abandonment, moments where you were left, forgotten, or made to feel unwanted, physically or emotionally. Five, verbal, emotional, or spiritual abuse, words and actions that tore you down, confused your self worth, or distorted your relationship with God. And six, feeling overlooked, misunderstood, or unworthy, that quiet, lingering pain of not feeling seen, heard, or valued, even when you're surrounded by people. Good news. I'm not here to give theory. I'm here because I lived through it. I've gone from silent suffering to freedom, from internal chaos to clarity and confidence, from surviving to living a purpose filled life, and I've walked countless women through the same process. That's why I created Lift with Leslie. Live in freedom and truth. You're not stuck forever, you're simply out of alignment. Lost, inspired, found, transformed. You're lost to be inspired and found to be transformed. My story began in Philly, born to a naive single mother and abandoned by a heroin addicted father. The abandonment issues made me angry, bitter, and confused through a tumultuous teenage life with domestic abuse that led to a lifestyle of promiscuity. That's me. The old me, 2000 to 2012, I was lost in despair. I was lost in turmoil, and I was lost and afraid every part of the journey. The lessons I learned that I want to share with you: how I got lifted, the moment that turned my life around, 22 years old, stranded on the side of the road with my two kids in daycare, and me homeless, having no direction. The man that I am now married to was addicted to drugs, left me, on the side. And that's when I met a woman who encountered me with a different perspective. And the question she asked me was I ready to do it God's way? That moment was the turning point where I surrendered and chose God's way over my own because everything that I had done before was not working. But now everything began to change. Look at me today, healed and healing others. I went from being a young mother, broken, homeless, and emotionally wounded, to a powerful woman of God who now walks in purpose and leads with impact. After healing from years of trauma, abuse, and emotional pain, God turned my pain into purpose, and I'm now helping women do the same through mentorships, ministry, and community transformation events, workshops, and all you can think of. Today, I'm the founder and leader of Lift with Leslie, Women of Powder Springs, Run to God Ministries, Learn to Live Life, another nonprofit, and First Step Learning Academy, a daycare center. Can I share that three secrets that took me from stuck and spiraling to whole, healed, and walking in your God given power? There's three. One, it's valuable when you accept your brokenness. Healing begins when you accept that truth of being broken. Healing the brokenhearted. Psalms 51 emphasize God values the broken and contrite spirit, and its sacrifice he doesn't despise. Psalms 147 states that God heals the brokenhearted and binds their wounds. I had to surrender to my brokenness to be a qualified client, student, patient, and soon to be servant. Humility is the prerequisite. Humility in trauma care. Study shows those who practice humility, cultural humility, and practice openness and self reflection leads to deeper trust, engagement, and better outcomes for trauma survivors. National Library of Medicine, you will see that. Also, intellectual humility and openness. An article from verywellhealth.com reveals that when you recognize your limitations, that fosters empathy, openness to new perspectives, and more accurate self awareness. This lets us receive healing instead of resisting it. It's awareness. Two, you must free your thoughts by renewing your mind. How to free your thoughts from being stuck in fear? Your thoughts become you, backed by science and scripture. Our minds are powerful. Thoughts don't just pass, they shape who we are, how we behave, and even how our bodies function. Understanding this power is essential in choosing peace over chaos. Studies show neuroplasticity shows your brain constantly rewires itself based on your repeated thoughts and behaviors. In the Jacksonville Journal, you'll find that. The placebo effect proves belief alone can trigger real biological changes. Your mindset directly influences your health. Three, healing doesn't take years, it takes alignment. How to stop carrying burdens that you weren't meant to carry. Let's talk about it. How to get in alignment. It's been proven mind, body, spirit needs to be aligned. Studies in health neuroscience show that holistic integrated healing practices like mindfulness, yoga, and meditation significantly improve both mental and physical health by regulating stress hormone, reducing inflammation, and enhancing immunity. And integrative mind body spirit interventions have also been shown to improve quality of life, emotional well being, and stress resilience in systemic reviews. Now, in different countries, they adapt wellness in everything that they do. The Bible affirms this alignment. Psalm 34:8 invites you to taste and see that the Lord is good, calling you into experience, not just theory. And Romans 12:2 teaches true renewal happens when your mind is intentionally transformed, not by time, but by deliberate alignment. Statistics. What happens if you don't heal from trauma? Trauma is widespread among women. 50% of U.S. women report experiencing at least one traumatic event in their lifetime, while 75% of women with pregnancy related mental health issues receive no treatment. Moms, did you know? Trauma is passed to the next generation. Children of trauma survivors face higher rates of anxiety, depression, and PTSD. Trauma left unaddressed offers results in deep rooted cycles that impact children's emotional, behavioral, and physical development. Ignored trauma dramatically increases health risks, such as 7% higher chance of alcoholism, 11% higher risk of drug use, 2% more likely to develop cancer, 4% higher likely of emphysema, 4% greater risk of COPD, and 30% higher risk of attempted suicide. Childhood trauma triples or quadruples the risk for chronic diseases like heart diseases, autoimmune issues, and stroke. Can I share how I can help you? The LIFT framework is loss inspired, found transformed. In the first module, you'll find where you're lost in toxicity, identify when, where, and why. You'll create a timeline of your story. You'll indulge sensory tools for all five senses. You'll gain awareness by getting to the roots of the problems. You'll learn to receive acceptance and grace from yourself. Inspired by truth, you'll learn to be quiet, learn to speak life over yourself, embrace the God's love language, creating self sanctuary, and you'll edit the timeline. In found, you'll be understanding where the lies are, found the lies, untangle the lies with truths, stay with boundaries, story with boundaries, rewrite. You'll create a new timeline. You'll combine sensory, tools, and habits, and you'll work the wheel of life. In Transformed Week, you'll plan wealth and health vision. You'll celebrate small and big wins. You'll put it all together. You will have a new you graduation, and you'll walk it out with continuous support. And then the fifth week is where you will have an ecosystem, and that's been added to the program. A vision and ecosystem, a one on one, where we will sit down and put all the things that you are now after you learned the things that you've learned, and you will put it into a ecosystem that can profit you because it will show you where you're going and how you can make those streams of income. You might be thinking it's not therapy, it's healing based on results. I've tried therapy before, nothing worked. Lift with Leslie works better than traditional therapy for many women because it doesn't just focus on talking about the pain, it guides you through healing from the inside out. While therapy can help you become aware of your trauma, Lift helps you uproot it by aligning your mind, body, and spirit with God's truth. Most importantly, it addresses the spiritual root of emotional struggles, helping women release shame, renew their minds, and finally experience peace, clarity, and wholeness that talk therapy alone could not or never provide. So it's not therapy, it's healing based on results. Therapy versus Lift with Leslie. Therapy focuses on talking, weekly sessions, individualized experience, addresses symptoms, may lack spiritual alignment, while Lift with Leslie focuses on transforming mind, body, and spirit, step by step proven healing framework, supportive faith based community, discover triggers, uproot the pain, and provide solutions. I'm aligned, mind, body, and spirit with God's truth, is what you're going to be saying. You might be thinking, 5 weeks sound just too short to heal anything. Well, abdominal muscle healing begins immediately. Within 5 weeks of postpartum, the body begins to naturally repairing itself and bringing its stomach muscles back to a place where the uterus shrinks back to normal size and hormonal rebalancing supports and repairs. After 5 weeks, look at this. Fast healing is possible when you're in the right environment. Community and accountability, real women, real support. You'll have online coaching. Well, I would say, online coaching will help me like in person sessions. Online coaching is about, is not about just going to the Zoom. The Lift with Leslie program we designed to feel personal, powerful, and transformative right from wherever you are. While online coaching works just as powerful as in person, you'll learn from others in the room, you stay accountable and consistent, and healing is community and biblical and powerful because when two or more are gathered, God is in the midst. So transformation takes place. And we're going to just come together and do it online, and we'll have opportunities that we can meet in person. We're going to do it all. What life can look like for you. Two, when you apply the three secrets to healing trauma. Secret one, accepting you're broken is the first step to wholeness. Humility opens the door to healing. You can't fix what you pretend isn't broken. Psalm 51 reminds us that a broken spirit is a sacrifice God honors, not despises, and science backs it up. Self awareness and acknowledgement of emotional pain is proven prerequisites to lasting transformation in trauma recovery. Secret two, your thoughts become you. What you meditate on daily shapes your reality. Isaiah 26:3 and Romans 12:2 shows us the biblical command to renew our mind. Neuroscience confirms it. Rewiring your thoughts can literally reshape your brain, your behavior, and your belief in what's possible. Secret three, healing doesn't take years, it takes alignment. Alignment of mind, body, and spirit creates rapid breakthroughs. In just 5 weeks, your body can rebuild muscle, reduce inflammation, and reset your nervous system. Your spirit can too. When you submit to God's way and commit to principles of wisdom and discipline, the internal chaos begins to clear up and peace flows in because God is peace. You'll have free life coaching sessions. I'm working on launching something that will be truly transformational. I have launched it. So come on, let's join in. Lost, Inspired, Found, and Transformed. It's a done project. Book your call now. Customized Healing Journey. A free personalized healing session with me. We'll walk through what alignment looks like for you. We'll talk about where you're stuck, what's been holding you back, and what freedom can look like for your life. Thank you. And I will see you in the Zoom at the consultation. I can't wait. Healing is possible. Letting go is possible. See you soon.